Three children, a set of twins and their older brother, were placed in foster care. The foster parents returned the oldest child to the Department of Family and Children's Services and continued to care for the twins. Relatives of the children were found and were prepared to take all of the children into their home. A juvenile court judge followed the recommendations of the Department of Family and Children's Services and found that it was in the children's best interest to be reunited and placed with their relatives. Meanwhile, the foster parents filed a petition in Superior Court to adopt just the twins. Without notice to either DFACS or to the children's relatives, a Superior Court judge granted the adoption. This decision was overturned by the Georgia Court of Appeals. Two appellate rulings held that the Superior Court had no authority to hear the case. The Superior Court judge was directed to refrain from any further action in the case, but she refused to comply. The juvenile court judge, at the risk of her career and reputation, continued to do what she believed to be in the children's best interest by ruling that the siblings should be reunited and placed with loving relatives. The juvenile court judge in question was Belinda Edwards, who had already served the community as an attorney for the City of Atlanta, the Atlanta Public Schools, and Morris Brown College. In Georgia, juvenile court judges are appointed by Superior Court judges. In a vote taken by a secret ballot, a majority of the judges of the Superior Court of Fulton County voted not to appoint Judge Edwards at the end of her term. Recently, a series of scurrilous and inaccurate and grossly misleading political mailers have been disseminated throughout Fulton County, suggesting that Judge Edwards was fired by the Superior Court because of her handling of this case. Tellingly, no person or organization is identified on either of these mailers as responsible for its dissemination or content. The truth is that Judge Edwards was not fired and she was not removed from office. The truth is that Judge Edwards was not reappointed because she refused to compromise in the exercise of her independent judgment to reunify a family and maintain familial bonds in the best interest of the children. The citizens of Fulton County lost a dedicated judge on the juvenile court because Judge Edwards was willing to speak truth to power in service of children who had no voice. But the Fulton County electorate has the opportunity to put Judge Edwards in an office where she can be of even greater service to the larger community, the Fulton County Superior Court. In this race, Judge Edwards is opposed by another former judge who was also not reappointed at the end of her term. But unlike the case of Judge Edwards, we don't know why her opponent was not reappointed. Judge Belinda Edwards is a fighter who will risk it all if that's what it takes to do what is right. That's why she's the kind of person we need on the Superior Court of Fulton County.